propagandas or election manifesto to they can motivate the people to come and to motivate the people. They are coming with manifesto, program and policies. Manifesto to motivate people to give vote them. So I am welcoming my friend Krish to tell about the next topic. Please.
Good morning students. Today I am going to explain about the structure of the political parties. Political parties usually include a primary responsibility for the activities of the party to select the leaders and perform administrative and organizational tasks. Party members volunteer to help the party and vote for its candidates. If we go for a while, what would be happen if there will be no political party in the country?
Anybody? If there will be no political party in the country, then what will happen?
Okay, a country without a political party will not be democratic, as government can do what it wants and there will be no opposition. Political parties are the organized group of people who came to contest elections and retain power. Political parties divide the society on the basis of the ideology that it supports. A political party comprises of a leader who is actively propagating his or her members and active members who are associated with it and followers who believe in its programs. Political party also involves partisanship. Partisanship means a person who is strongly committed to a party or faction. Okay, I am welcoming my friend Sridhar to explain the functions.
So, in the functions of political party, the first function was the party's contest election. The party's contest election in a democratic way that was contest between the candidate and which was put forward. So, in the example, in India, the top leaders choose the candidates for the election, but in USA, the member of the supported party, they choose their candidate. So the second is So the second is candidates are put forward by the parties contest elections. These candidates being chosen by the members of the party. Or by the leaders of the party. In this topics, candidates are put forward. They come forward to contest election, but the chosen member, the chosen candidate will only rule the party. Parties form and run the government. These recruit leaders and train them. Be ministers and run the government. The parties plays a democratic role. But the chosen party or a leader should run the government. That is known as ruling party. A political party which runs the government, that is known as ruling party. So the political parties plays an important role in majority, lakhs of members and all over the country, and they play a great role in influencing the people think. So the parties also checks the public opinions and the public welfare for contesting election. So the parties lose the election from opposition. The opposition voices different views and citizens the failures of the government. This shows the role of opposition party. So opposition party criticizes in a wrong policy of the ruling party or a government. So the ruling party, the opposition parties force the ruling party to change the policy and law implemented a new law implement for the welfare of the people. So the parties provide the common access the government machineries and welfare schemes. So the parties provide a common man for the access the government machineries and welfare schemes. The party or the leader, the ruling party and the leader go through the demands of the people. They should look to the public opinion and welfare. After that, they can make the law and schemes related to that. Thank you.
Now, to understand the necessities of political parties, we have to first think of the situation. Where political parties does not exist. How the situation would be without political parties. The consequences of such a situation would be that all the candidates in the election will be independent. Now that creates several problems. Like they can't take any major decision. For example, for passing an ordinary bill, there needs to be a simple majority agreeing and voting on that certain issue. But if all the members are independent, all of them won't agree on that certain point. The elected representative will be accountable only to their constituency. The elected representative would always be more interested in the specific needs of their constituency.
Hello, I'm going to tell you what my friends have explained. That one, it will be a conclusion. The political parties are important as they give us a wide variety of choices to the candidates in an election, and they perform variety of functions. Political parties oppose the government and convey the public grievances to the government. Means don't oppose, they inform the government that the public need, that public want that. That's what the government will want technically. They inform to the public that what they are going to do, what they need, and everything, etc. They form government and run a government, and while in political parties they make government and rule over the country and ensure development. If there will be no political parties, then every individual elected representative will measure decisions, they will promise measure decision making, they will do not promise measure decision makings and decisions, and they will do what their own is. Thank you.
Me and my group are going to describe the portion political parties of the recent political parties. Quite different. Political parties are majorly of two types: national parties and state parties. If you want to contest elections, for example, me, let's take Jyotiraditya, please stand up. Jyotiraditya and Vishal. And Chris. We four have decided that we will form a party because we are not very much impressed on the following parties. So we have decided we will form a party and run the government. So we can directly run the government. If we directly run the government, the EC has the rights to take legal action against us. So for contesting election, we have to register ourselves. Our three members has to register with the election commission. The election commission then gave a particular symbol which 5 of us only can use. No other can use without our prior approval. So for this, the election commission official contest this vote will be used. Please, thank you. for a recognized as a national party, a party has to secure at least 6% of the total votes in 4 states. It may be Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha, Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha or state assembly elections, and at least 4 seats in the Lok Sabha. Okay, it's quite different. Means you have to win at least 6% of total votes in 4 states. It's like 4 states, 6% of votes, and 4 seats in Lok Sabha. There is difference. To be recognized as a state party, it has to win at least 6% of total votes in the state elections and 2 seats in the state assembly. So, according to the 2018 data report by the Election Commission, there are 7 recognized parties. But according to the latest report, there are 8 recognized parties. The 8th one is National People Party. It was recognized as a national party on 7th June 2019. Me and my group members are going to explain each of the national party in detail. Thank you.
Hello everybody, myself Narayan Sawant. Today I am going to explain you about the BSP party, Bahujan Samaj Party. This party is formed in 1984 under the leadership of Kanchiram. You can see the party symbol, that is the elephant with the blue background. This party seeks to represent and secure power for the Bahujan Samaj, which includes the OBCs, Dalits and the oppressed peoples. This party is currently being ruled by the Mayawati, Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh. This party seeks to represent and secure power for the Bahujan Samaj. In the Lok Sabha election held in 2014, it secured at least 4% of the seats, but didn't secure any seat in the Lok Sabha. Thank you.
Recognized party is the Bharatiya Janata Party. Bharatiya Janata Party, commonly in India known as Padma Chinna. In our state it is Padma Chinna, and in the nation it is called Padma Chinna. So it was not a form. It was earlier known as Bharatiya Jana Sangha, which was founded by Syama Prasad Mukherjee in the year 1951. During the time it got down, and in 1980 it was revived again. Got a chance again to contest elections. So there are few motives of this, a few features of this, that they want a full-fledged territorial and political integration with Jammu and Kashmir. They need Hindutva or cultural nationhood is an important conception in the Indian politics and nationhood. It is the main objective, It wants a strong and modern India by drawing inspirations from ancient India's culture and values. There are few policies or manifestos which the BJP party used during the 2019 Lok Sabha elections or 14 Lok Sabha. There are some common things. The first one is they wanted Citizenship Amendment Bill, the NRC and CA. There was a huge clash between these two parties in the Delhi just few years back. And the second one is Article 370, abolition of Article 370 and 35A in Jammu and Kashmir. Pension for small and marginal farmers who does not have the capacity to invest in the agriculture. And a few more policies that I have given mentioned here. Yes, roadmap for $5 trillion economy. But currently the economy is not so stable to develop the country. So the BJP has planned to do a $5 trillion economy. Thank you. This was all about BJP party.
All India Trinamool Congress launched the party in 1 January 1998 under the leadership of Mamata Banerjee and recognized as a national party in 2016. It has been power since 2011 in West Bengal and present in Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur and Tripura. In the general election held in 2014, we got 3.84% and won 34 seats and become the 4th largest party in the Lok Sabha.
INC, Indian National Congress. It is popularly known as Congress Party, one of the oldest party of the world. It was founded in 1885. It has played a dominant role in state and national level. Under the leadership of Jawaharlal Nehru, the party sought to build a modern secular democracy in India. The ruling party at the center till 1977 and then from 1980 to 1989. After 1989, the party support declined. The party exposes secularism and welfare for the minorities and weaker sections. The leader of UPA from 2004 to 2014. Currently, it is the principal opposition party in the Lok Sabha. There are some policies of Congress party. Congress says that there should be a different budget for farmers. Congress promises that there will be 22 lakh vacancies by March 2020. 6% of allocation for education. New business doesn't need any permission for first 3 years. Thank you.
Hello, I am Vincent for the National Congress Party. It was established in 25th May 1999. Formed in 1999 following the split of the Congress Party. It exposes the democracy, federalism, social justice, and the federalism and the bonds, and the government wants the higher officers to neutralize neutralize citizens born in the country as in it. A coalition partner of the Maharashtra, the coalition partner of Maharashtra is in the presence of the Meghalaya and the Assam and Manipur. Okay. As I said, since 2004, a member of the United Progressive presence in the Meghalaya. Thank you.
Communist Party of India became formed in 1925. Formed in 1925, believes in Marxism, Leninism, secularism, and democracy. Accepts parliamentary democracy for the means of promoting working people, farmers, and poor people. It became weak after this split in 1964. It became weak after in 1964 because of the party which leads to the formation of CPIM. Significant states: Kerala, West Bengal, Punjab, Karnataka, and Andhra Pradesh. The support base has gradually decreased over the year. It opposed less than 1% vote and 1 seat in 1964 Lok Sabha election.
CPIM, Communist Party of India, founded in 1964, believes in Marxism, Leninism, opposes socialism, secularism, and democracy. This party enjoys strong support from Bengal, West Bengal, Tripura, Kerala, especially among poor factory worker, laborer, farmer, etc. Democratic election as a useful and helpful means for securing socio-economic justice in India. Critical of the new economic policy allows the free flow of foreign goods into the country. This party was in power in West Bengal without a break for 34 years in West Bengal. This party in 2019 Lok Sabha won about 3% of votes and 9 seats. So I am going to discuss some major policies of CPIM. This party promises a long-standing demand for the trade union that the minimum price will be not less than. This party has introduced. This party also take any steps for farmers that the minimum support price should be 50% higher than the total cost of production. This party also introduced for first measure for the democratic rights on including repealing laws.
There are some policies of the respective parties that my friend forgot, so they will come one by one and tell the policies that they left. Please.
All India Trinamool Congress a big push for agriculture and economic development. The state government formulated the refugee policy. State government helped the cold storage owners with loan for buying surplus potatoes.
So the policies of NCP National Congress Party is the Sharad Pawar led the National Congress Party in India, and he released the manifesto. He released the manifesto of 2019 Lok Sabha, and done some few promises to us. Just like he will reduce the loans for the farmer or the workers of the agriculture land to reduce their workload and the tension. Thank you.
Something about the state parties. Please.
Friends, now come to our new topic, that is the state parties. Other than these 7 national parties, there are some major parties which are being recognized by the State Election Commission. These parties are also known as the regional parties. Here are some examples of the state parties. You can see that in Uttar Pradesh BJP party, Himachal Pradesh BJP party, there is some coalition parties in the Bihar, that is BJP party and JDU party. In Assam BJP party and Bihar BJP party. Friends, you have a doubt in your mind how the state parties are being recognized. The party which secure at least 6% of the total votes in the legislative assembly and win at least 2 seats, they are recognized as the state parties. Thank you.
Over the last 3 decades, the number of the political party expanded by the number and the strength. This means that as a result, in the Indian Parliament, there is more and more diversity in our country. As a result, no one single national party can secure the majority form in the Lok Sabha until 2014. Nearly every party have got every party got the chances to do coalition government with the others. So at the conclusion, this includes more strength in the democracy and federalism.
With this, our explanation concludes. Thank you.
Very good morning to all, respected madam and the fellow classmates. We are group 3 going to present on the topic challenges to political parties, and these are the movements. So coming to the point, we know that political parties are a crucial means and scene of our democracy. They are not only the lookalike but all the representative of our democracy. When there is a mistake in a political party or political party does a mistake, the people face a great dissatisfaction. Now it is more popular among the people, and there are more and major problems which the political parties face. And we are going to explain the 4 major and minor differences. Thank you.
Good morning. The first challenge to the political parties is lack of internal democracy within the parties. All over the world, there is a tendency in political parties towards the concentration of power in one or few leaders at the top. Most of the political parties don't keep membership registers, do not hold organizational meetings, and also do not conduct internal elections regularly. It is also seen that ordinary members of the political party do not get sufficient information about what is happening in the party. For example, I will give in Karnataka in 2019, senior Congress leader B.K. Chandrasekhar said that the lack of internal democracy led to the bad performance in the Lok Sabha election 2019 and also led to the collapse of the coalition government headed by S.D. Kumaraswamy. Now we move towards the second challenge to the political parties. The second challenge is dynastic succession. Since most of the political parties do not practice open and transparent procedures for their functioning, there are very few ways by which the ordinary members of a political party can rise to the top of the political party. The people who are the leaders of a political party are in a position with the unfair advantage to favor the people close to them, and also and even their family members they can favor. In most of the political parties in India, the top position are occupied by the family by members of the same family or one family. But this is not good for other members of that political party, and also not good for democracy also, because the people who get elected they do not have enough experience and also do not have popular support. For example, the Nehru Gandhi family, who produced 3 prime ministers, Mr. Jawaharlal Nehru, Indira Gandhi and Rajiv Gandhi. And the second example I would like to give you from the state of Bihar, Yadav family. First, Lalu Prasad Yadav became became the chief minister of Bihar, and also was a Union Railway Minister of India, and now is also RJD president, that is Rashtriya Janata Dal's president. Then his wife came, Rabri Devi, who was also a former chief minister, and now she is a member of Bihar Legislative Council. Then their 2 sons came, that is Tejasvi Yadav and Tej Pratap Yadav. Tejasvi Yadav was former deputy chief minister of Bihar, and now is currently the member of Bihar Legislative Assembly. Then Tej Pratap Yadav, he was former environment and health minister of Bihar, and currently he is a member of Bihar's Legislative Assembly. Thank you.
Hard challenge of the political parties are the growing role of money and martial powers in political parties, especially during elections. Parties are focused only in winning elections. They tend to use shortcuts to win the elections. They tend to nominate those candidates who can raise lots of money in the elections. Then raise lots of money in the elections. Parties support criminals who can win the elections. Parties give some extra money to the poor and clever people so that they can get more elections, more vote. Then in this way, all the Democrats all over the world are worried about the increasing role of rich people and companies. So rich people and companies show that in our democratic politics, the 4th challenge of the political parties is the parties often offer meaningful choice to the voters. In order to offer meaningful choice to the voters, parties often give parties have been significantly different. They have to in some parts of the world, the leaders are changing from one party to another, so that some people cannot give both the different leaders. This happens in our country too. So with an example I will tell you. The Conservative Party and the Labour Party in Britain is very little. Thank you very much. And this is all. After group, that is group 4, is going to explain how to reform these political parties.
Firstly, I would like to say to ma'am, thank you for giving this opportunity so that we can explain our topic, how can parties be reformed. So let's begin our speech. So Anurag will introduce the how can parties be reformed topic.
India is the largest democratic country in the world. It has a multi-party system. The parties are people elect the party leaders or the members so that they can represent on the behalf in the legislature. For this, they have to face some challenges. Example, they have a dynasty rule. The family members only rule the country or govern the country. And they have also money power and influence so that they can run the government. For this, the party need to reform themselves. If they are not willing so, the people can vote for another party in the next election. For this, they need to always, there is a mandatory for them to reform themselves. There is another problem called the defection. The party candidate who won in the legislature, they change their party after winning, withholding their power and influence. For that, Rajiv Gandhi in 1985 passed an anti-defection law so that the candidate who change their party lose their power and influence and start with the new elections. For this, the anti-defection law was a very important step. This helped many candidates who influence the government to settle down and start a new one. As in America, USA, there is always a public debate. We should also have a public debate in case the public should know about economy, development rate and the country, how it is working.
So, affidavit. Before we start, does someone know what does an affidavit call in Hindi or Odia? So, it is known as Sapat Path in Hindi and even in Odia. So, what's an affidavit is? A order passed by the Supreme Court to reduce the influence of money or muscle power or criminal activities in politics. According to the order, it is now mandatory or compulsory for every candidate who contests election to file an affidavit giving detail of his or her property, criminal cases pending against him or marital status, etc. This new system has made a lot of information available to the public, but there is one limitation that no system checks strict sense whether the information given by the candidate is variable or not. He had given affidavit that he doesn't have any criminal cases, but actually he was filed with a lot of criminal cases. If a person file a false affidavit about his income tax return, then a commission is there. Then a commission in 2013 decided that the assets and liabilities of the candidate as filled in the affidavit would be verified by the Central Board of Direct Taxes CBDT. So thank you. Now Vikas will continue after that.
Hello friends, I will explain about how can parties be reformed suggestions that a law should be made to regulate the internal affairs. Like our Indian Constitution has a law that regulates whole country. So, for example, we have to bring some day-to-day life change. That, for example, we have to maintain a register. We have to maintain a register of the party members so that they can regulate their country. For example, like our school has a register to maintain the absentees or presentees of the students. Likewise, we can maintain the register. Then second is we have to follow our own constitution. Somebody is there in India that little amount of persons are not following our constitution. Likewise, hence a law should be mandatory for mandatory for political parties that they should give a minimum number of tickets to the women candidates. So that women candidates similarly there should be a quota for women decision making bodies. Thank you, Vikas. Now I am going to explain about the stakeholding among different elections. The stakeholding is the government should deal with the political money to support the election committee on the basis of it will be support on the basis of telephone, etc. Or it could be given as a cash, or it could be given as a cash or it could be given as a cash. It could be given as a cash, the basis of suppose we should you need money to buy anything to satisfy your need. Like this, the political party also need money to satisfy the election committee.
So my thought is here. So with reference to it, I will explain the rest part. However, this suggestion given have not been accepted by. However, the suggestion given have been not accepted by the political parties here. If the political parties will think of it and accept this suggestion, they can make improvement in the governance of the country. But we must be careful about the legal solution of the political problem. Over-regulation of political parties can be counterproductive, and this will lead the political parties to such a better way to cheat the law. But it is the fact that the rule the political does not like will be not for every political party. There are also other ways in which political parties can be reformed. So the first way is the public power. The people can put pressure to the political parties to make reforms. If the public media and other pressure groups will force on the political party. If the political party doesn't listen to them, then they will have the fear to lose the votes and lose the election. So it will make the political party mandatory to follow the reforms in the forum. So at the last, I want to give a conclusion. It is difficult to reform political parties. If citizens do not participate in the politics and simply judge the political party outside of it. So, and talking about the problems of the bad politics, there are many ways to solve this bad politics, and these ways are we will discuss in the last chapter of this series. Thank you. So here our presentation is completed, and as far as the chapter is over, we are attending some questions. We are asking some questions about the whole chapter. So please, Madam, please bring questions. So special name is given to this question as the past and previous question. You will have only 15 seconds to answer A1 question. The person who gave more points will be awarded with a gift. Yes, come on. So the first question. Which of the following facilities is offered by the Election Commission to a recognized political party? Party name, election funds, election symbol, manifesto. Yes, election symbol. Wait. Yes, correct. Fine. Raise your hand as well. Second question. Which one of the following is a national political party? Samajwadi Party, Rashtriya Janata Dal, Rashtriya Lok Dal, Bahujan Samaj Party.
Rashtriya Janata Dal.
No, it's Bahujan Samaj Party. Okay. Ready with the
Who among the following recognized political parties in India? Election Commission, President of India, Speaker of Lok Sabha, Supreme Court. Trishul, Election Commission. Right. Which one of the following countries has one party system? Rudra.
One party system
some as China. Right. In which of the following states do Shiv Sena exist as a regional political party? Aditya? Right. What is the signed document submitted to an officer regularly regarding his or her personal information? Affidavit, declaration, arguments, appeal. Jyotir. Right. Who chooses the candidate for the contesting election in India? Members and supporters of the party, the top party leaders, the existing government, none of their vote. The top party leaders. Next. Who are the parties which are given the special privileges to the election symbols and other facilities? Identified by the election committee, recognized by the election committee, patronized by the election committee, and attached by the election commission. Recognized by the election commission. Yes, right. You all remember the concept? Yes. A good option for a democratic start. One party system, two party system, multi-party system, none of these. One.